Yo, what is up, guys? Matt Wick here, and I am back with our first NHL 20 draft video. I've been gone for a little while. It's been the off season. I've taken the steps from Bobby Margarita, and I've been enjoying the summer. Enjoyed all last season that I didn't post either. But we'll see. I'm back for now. We'll see how many videos I get up. We got a few things to go over in this video. I did one draft, expansion draft. That's what we're doing now. As you can see, we see the results here of the lottery. Which another thing I'll start real quick, which is pretty cool. So you can see there, Chicago, lucky as fuck, 13-2. What a jump for them. That's going to be pretty exciting. I do like this new screen. It is a little confusing to look at first, but it's going to be interesting just to get a better idea of what teams jumped from what positions. So I do think that is really cool. There's a few things that I like I said, I did one draft so far, and there's a few things that I've really liked that they added. One thing, I mean, obviously, is the coach is my controller frozen? Okay, there we go. One thing I will say that I like, can I see it right now? Yeah, coaching staff. Yeah, so looking at the coaching staff, this is something that I think is going to be pretty cool, especially, I'm pretty sure you can do it in FIFA, so I'm going to guess you can do it here, and that's going to be, I think they mentioned it as well, that if a NHL player retires, just like the chance of him becoming a scout, he can also become someone you can hire as a coach. So that'd be really cool once your favorite player retires. Maybe he's not the best coach, but you can toss him on your AHL team and he can develop, because I'm pretty sure coaches can get better over time. That was something, yeah, so they can get XP towards different stats. So let's say Sidney Crosby retires, me as a Penguins fan, even if he's not a good coach, I could still put him in my system, hire him, and then let him develop in the minors, and then someday fire my NHL coach and have Sidney Crosby sitting on the bench. Because I already tested it, and the player models from the people that you have as your coach are the ones who appear on the bench. So which that is pretty cool. Haven't really looked at the scouts too much. This stuff all looks the same. Let's take a look. I haven't seen the draft. What is it? The draft board yet. I haven't looked at this too much. Let's just see. Watch list, nothing. So it tells us who we're projected to pick, same as last year. We do have new menus too. It's a little, it's darker. I think I can't remember. Last year was pretty much the same. Just like slight changes, but I like it. It looks good to me so far. It looks good. Gameplay I've enjoyed so far. I don't know what you guys have thought, if anybody has EA access and has been playing it all. But I've been enjoying it. I like that they have a lot of these younger guys in there now, like Jack Hughes. We don't have to wait for that first patch to come out for them to finally update some of the young guys and put them on the teams. Now, I'm not sure, like if they have, because it doesn't look like they have all of the other USA development players, which is very weird, because why is Jack Hughes just the only one? Because I noticed a lot of the other guys aren't in here. So I was just saying that it's nice that they got most of these guys in here, but they don't, because only Jack Hughes is like the one American player that they have. The rest of them, either they're on their teams or they're not here. I'll go check real quick, but it looks like if you want your franchise to be super realistic, you're going to have to wait until that first patch comes out again. We can go to the contracts, take a look here, get to see what's new. Don't really care. We don't have anybody who has a player. There we go. I'll go to LA and see. Actually, you know what? I'll go to Montreal to see if that, what's his name, is on their team, and he's maybe just not in the draft. I can't remember who it is right now. In the system. Nope, doesn't look like he is in here. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on his name, but you know who I'm talking about. Got drafted by Montreal, played with Hughes, one of those young American boys. But yeah, so it looks like we're gonna have to wait for that. They really wanted to get Hughes in the game, but I guess everybody else, go fuck yourself. So let's get into it. Let's get into this expansion draft, and we can take a look at what kind of team you're gonna be able to build year one with these starter rosters. Yeah, we know all this stuff. Let's go Anaheim. See who we're gonna take from them. Normally, it's easy to get defensemen in these expansion drafts, so if you're doing this, look for anywhere where you can get a forward. I think I already did this before. I don't know if I paid too much attention to it, nor will we right now. But nice little center there. Adam Henrique will take. Here, I'm going to take Hinestroza. I always like that name. Hinestroza. He's one of my faves. Goalies, Halak's not bad, but I think you can get Varlamov, who's still an 86 overall. The only thing is contracts. He's going to be up. Here I'm going to take Carlo, young defenseman. I'm someone who can probably stick with the team. I can't remember who I took from Buffalo last time, but you can get Kyle Okposo, but he's only 81 overall. I'm paying him $6 million with the type of guys that you can get in this. Really wouldn't be worth it. So I'm going to grab, ooh, here he is, Remy Alley. I like this guy, 24 years old, 78 overall. He's a solid fourth-line guy. And you need to fill the teams out with theirs. There's our first big boy, Mark Giordano. He's definitely on the team. An elite defenseman for a new franchise is not a bad deal. Here we're going to go Hayden Fleury. He'll take a cheap deal because he's still developing. We can get him on a bridge. I believe here I took, did I take Gustafsson or Murray? I'm going to take Gustafsson just because he's on such a friendly deal, and that's going to be easy to trade, and I think that's what I did when I first did this. Here I hate Derek Brassard. I cannot believe he's an 82 overall. So I'm not going to take him. Zadorov, like I said, you get plenty of defensemen. Goalies, yep, you can grab Varlamov here. Hasn't been updated yet to where he is on the Islanders, I believe he went. You can also grab Duchesne. You can sign him because that's why you don't want to grab too much contract space because you can grab guys like that. Here I'm going to go another fourth-line guy with Tyler Pitlick. Cronwall, don't take him. He's gone. Who do I want from you guys? Madison Bowie, easy pick, 24 years of age. He can develop a little bit. Because what I mostly end up doing when I do these expansion drafts is drafting a ton of defensemen, and then I try to grab as many younger defensemen as I can, because those will be the guys that I actually use. Like for this instance, could go Adam Larson. I'm not a big fan of him, and I don't think his trade value is going to be too crazy, so I'll go with this guy. I actually didn't see him last time, Caleb Jones. So what is he, 78 overall, and he's only 22 years of age. Not bad. Top 6D, so he's pretty much towards the top of his potential already, but we'll give him a shot. And I didn't edit this in this GM mode, so I'm not really going to play it too much. So this really doesn't matter. It's more just to show you guys pretty much the people who are available to you from each team, so you can get an idea of your teams. And two very nice defensemen to pick up there, Alec Martinez and Spurgeon. I like Spurgeon, so I would keep him. Martinez is probably going to go because he's over 30. But I think it's very realistic you can build a pretty competitive team pretty early on with the expansion draft with these rosters. From this pick, Byron's got a 4-year extension at 3.4. That's a lot of money. But I do need forwards. I already have 8 defensemen. There's a lot of good defensemen still left out there. Here's where somewhere I might take a guy that can sit in the minors and then we can pray he can develop. I'll go with McCarron there. I was going to take Shinkaruk, but he's not the best. He's a bum. Here, I mean, you can't not take an 85 overall defenseman. That trade value is too much. With the Devils, they really don't have anything. Any goalies? Schneider, Lack, absolutely not. You can get, I think, UC Soros from Nashville as a goalie, so he can be a nice backup for a couple of years. Quinville, 23 years of age, and he's a forward. I'll take that. Anders Lee, get on my team. I'll re-sign you and Duchesne. Trouba, easy pick there. Computer doesn't know what it's doing, not protecting their big boys. We already have 10 defensemen, so it's going to start yelling at me here soon. So I'm probably going to take Klimchuk, another guy in the minors who can develop. Hartman here, 24 years of age, 79 overall, very nice. From the Pittsburgh Penguins, I'm going to take Mr. Reliable, Dominic Simone. If you haven't tried this guy on a franchise mode, definitely grab him. He puts up solid numbers for a fourth or third line center, and he can also play wing, so definitely try him out. From the San Jose Sharks, you definitely have a couple picks. If you want to go big or go home, you can go 90 overall Brent Burns. Trade value is through the roof because I wouldn't really trust him to last too long on a 7-year deal. I normally see him start degrading pretty quickly. You don't probably want Joe Thornton. Nyquist wouldn't be a bad grab if you're going for a win-now team. But also win now, you're going to go Brent Burns. Take that defenseman. We can't really take too many more defensemen. So here, I don't want to take on the contract of Steen because you can see I only got $16 million in cap space. So I think Maroon's not a bad grab. Sundqvist isn't bad. Other than that, you can take... Ooh, yeah, Kira. This guy fucking... Does he still have... I remember he had crazy face-off stats in the last game. Can I not see him from that screen? Let's see. This dude was a stud in the last game. I think he had like 90-something face-offs after a couple years. but his defensive stats were so bad, so he would put up so many points, but he wouldn't do anything defensively. His stats look pretty good this year. 87 discipline, 83 offensive awareness, 82 defensive awareness, which isn't bad. So he's a nice little guy to grab to get on your team for the future. Here you can get Ryan McDonough, again, trade value. And I did try a couple. It looks like they do. Ooh, Yanni Gord. I'm going to go Gord there. 27 years of age. But it does look like the computer will accept trades from you now if the player isn't is on an expiring deal, I think. I'm going to try that out in this video, so we'll take a look. And this is probably going to be a little bit of a longer video, so I hope you guys are okay with that. Let's see, who would we grab here? Tyler Mott. I believe that's his name, Tyler Mott. Who else? Carl Hagelin's always a favorite. Can't pass up Andre Burakovsky. Ooh, we need a goalie, though. That's not a bad grab. I'm going to get... I like Phoenix Copley. I don't know why. Don't ask me why I like him. Just got a cool name. So let's go... Damn, did I not get a goalie? Let's go Winnipeg. I think they have... I'm probably going to go back to Nashville because I think that's where... What's his name was? We'll take Comrie, though. Who did we take from Nashville? Wasn't it Ekholm? Yeah, we got how many defensemen? 11. And we can get Soros. Yeah, we take Soros. And then from the Caps, we will get Andre Burakovsky. And there we have built a pretty solid team for an expansion draft. I would be pretty happy with this team to start out with. So let's go ahead, finish the draft. Everything's good. We got 3 goalies, 2 young guys, and Varlamov, who can probably hold us over through year 1. Let's go ahead, sim to the draft. I think we have, what do we have, like the 5th pick because we got bumped back because of Chicago. And there's a couple things I'll show you here. So one thing I do really like that they changed in the draft that I noticed right away is this little green, looks like a radar dot on certain draft picks. That means that the team wants to trade that pick. So there's no more going in each time, offer trade, okay, they don't want to, back out, offer trade, they don't want to, okay, back out. So it really speeds that up. So you know a lot more if they want to or not. And you can see not every team does. When you get in the later rounds, though, I think it becomes like every single team just wants to trade their picks. So that is what it is. I guess, anytime you get in those later rounds in real life, it's just whatever you want to do. So let's see. Do we want to hold on to our 5th pick? Let's actually try to trade for Colorado's pick. I'm going to try to trade some expiring guys and see if they will accept it. So guys on 1-year deals who are going to be up for re-sign. So let's just try to trade Trouba. Let's say we want to trade Trouba and what do we want? And we'll give him a draft pick from next year. I'll give him a second just to see, just to make it a little bit more realistic. I was going to give him a 1st, but they'll probably accept that. So let's see, Trouba on an expiring deal. So he's going to be a free agent for their 1st and our 2nd next year. Trade value looks like it's a little bit in our favor, so let's see if they take it. Trade accepted. Okay, so we didn't get and it's a done deal, so it was a fair trade they assumed. So I'm guessing they changed that you can now trade players on expiring deals, because I remember in the past you can have a guy like Connor McDavid, 99 overall, but because he is an on expiring deal, the trade would just never work. So it's nice that they changed that up, and now it's nice we also have another pick in this round, and you can see how easy it would be to acquire some picks. So let's say we wanted to go for Chicago as well, see if we can trade some more guys on expiring deals. This is just going to be all expiring deals, guys. So let's see. We'll go Carlo. I think he is. And we'll just go Henrique because I know he has an extension, so we don't want to do that. I wonder if Trouba had an extension. Let me actually check that because I'm not sure. Colorado, because I know he did get extended, so it might not... Nope. Yeah, he's expiring at the end of the end of the year, so that's nice. Okay, I was a little nervous there. Let's go see draft picks. I want to get Capo Caco. We'll take that pick. They don't want to trade it. Fair enough. We'll give you our 5th. Actually, no, we won't do any draft picks in this, just so we can get an idea of some of the guys. So we'll go Henrique. Let's see. 1 year. Who's left? Henrique, Gord, but he's got an extension. Carlo doesn't. And we'll go Hayden Fleury. Let's see how that trade value looks. They can't take it, so I'll take Hayden Fleury off. Still too many players in the organization. So they can take 1 player. So we'll do that, and we'll do the 5th pick. So Adam Henrique and the 5th pick, expiring deal for the 2nd overall pick, proposed trade. Trade rejected. Okay, they didn't say it's because he is on an expiring deal, though. So let's see if we offer them maybe the 1st from next year, too. Proposed trade. Trade accepted. Not too much to deliberate. Yep, you did come out ahead. I would say so as well. But now we have 3 picks to bolster this team. Pretty nice. Oh, 2 picks. Sorry, we traded the 5th. But now we can grab Kako 80 overall, I believe. Yep, Hughes 81. High elite. I didn't notice that from the first time I did the draft. And obviously, Capo, we're going to take him. And then I believe there was that Quincy guy. I don't think he was an actual player in the draft. I think there's always like one random guy that spawns in this one. Yeah, and he goes there. What's his name? Jalen Quincy. I don't remember him from the draft. Third line scoring forward. There's also one thing I want to show you guys if you haven't gotten a chance to look at it, as we are 15 minutes into the video. So they have changed some things here on the scouting screen. Obviously, there's no stats for them just because they don't count after that first year, but you can pull the full career stats. I guess it doesn't work for Kirby Doc for whatever reason. Bowen Byram, does it work for him? No, I thought it would show I thought it showed their stats. Huh. NHL totals, do I have to change it to? Huh. I thought it showed no one has stats. Okay, but I thought it showed their QMJHL or whatever league they played in. Let me see if I go to Capo Kako and click on him. Does it show? No, it doesn't. Huh, okay. I don't know what I was looking at them where it showed their minor league stats as well, intertwined with their NHL stats. That might have been some other guys. But, so I will show you something they have changed. Biggest thing is, so this screen here is a little bit different. You'll see if it's a scheme fit for your coach that you have or the style that you want to play. So definitely something for me. I'd be looking for guys who are high energy more so than efficiency. And I'd probably want guys who are going to carry the puck more than dump. But another big thing, if you guys haven't seen, is that NHL ETA, which is going to be a very interesting stat to scout, and I'm going to be very interested to see how it works in future years when the guys are more just randomly generated, because it's going to be a big tell on a guy's overall. So you can see here, most of these guys are NHL ready, but then you start getting into that 3 years, 2 years, 1 year, and it gets out as far as 5, I believe I've seen. So it's going to be really interesting to see how accurate all of that is. But I think that's going to be a really easy way probably to cheese what you're going to be able to do and who you're going to be able to find in these drafts. Just because if you see a guy who says NHL ready in the 6th round, boom, take him. He's an 80+ overall. So we'll see how that works. I haven't seen anything like that in the one expansion draft that I did do. But with this pick here, we're going to go ahead and take the best defenseman in the draft in Bowen Byram. I know we have a lot of defensemen. If I was doing this for real, and they actually look like they could be brothers, Capo and Bowen. But if I was doing this for real, I would definitely offload a ton of those defensemen that I got, and I'd make a really young decor, just because I don't think our forwards would be good enough to do what we need to do here in year 1. We'll go ahead and sim these picks. Kirby Doc comes out as a top 6 high potential 76 overall, so he's a guy who could probably play year 1 on a bad team. Peyton Krebs come out. That's a very nice chin you got there, sir. Some sick hair by Vukjevic. I guess that's how you say it. I guess I'll learn. We're back with the bad name pronunciation, boys. Medvanov, I believe these are going to be created guys. Dylan Cousins goes. Big boy, I'm excited to see what he can do. Broberg as well. And then there's Moritz Cedar, who I really want to see what he's going to look like in the NHL. And also the Penguins boy. I'm surprised he's rated so high. Samuel Poulin, 69 overall. Very, very cool. I'm surprised he's rated so high from where the Penguins got him, where they drafted last time. But let's go ahead and sim ahead to our pick. We'll take a look and see what the first couple picks of this round were, and what else we've got going on here. So some low overalls, no created players that look like they're too special. Yeah, pretty much Penguins take some fucking creepy looking little defenseman there. Let's go ahead and make our pick in the second round, see what's available to us. I'm going to go ahead and sort by potential, see if we have any franchise guys. We don't, but we have a couple elites. I'm always a little worrisome whenever I see an elite that has a real picture, because that means he's probably not elite. But he does have a similar style to Alex Pietrangelo. I'd have to look at who maybe took this guy. But 4 years till the NHL. 3 years, 5 years. What about, who was it? Was it this guy that the scout had pinned for us? Yeah, Bjornfoot. For some reason, the scout really likes him. Again, similar style to Alex Pietrangelo, so a lot of guys that can match there. But we'll go ahead. What's up, Armed by Otters? We'll go ahead. What do we have? The 35th pick So we'll take this Bjornfot guy. Why not? We'll see what he's got. I don't think he was in the last draft that I did, and he is a 59 overall top 6 medium defenseman. Wow, that's a bad pick. Not too happy about that. I always hate how in this first year they don't let you like have very good in-depth scouting. Pretty much after you make that first pick where you have a high pick, just trade all the picks after that, or just grab guys that you know in the NHL. This guy's an enforcer, Jackson Van de Leest. I don't really know. This guy is a gem. Hugo Haas. 4 years. Any created guys that look like they might be half decent? I mean, like I said, you get no information just because of how bad it is. I did in my other draft, there was a guy who was listed as a medium franchise goalie. Grabbed him. He comes out as a high elite goalie. I was like, whew. So good to know that that's still going to be in there. 7th defenseman, trash. He's 6'6". He's a big boy. I could change him to a like defensive defenseman. 4 years. Let's see if anybody has lower than like 3 with 2. Oh, this guy has 2, but it's not very good. Let's grab that guy with 2 and just see what happens. I believe it was this kid. 2 years. Would mesh well in a locker room. He's listed. He's probably a bottom 6, so bad pick. Here we go. Yep, bottom 6 forward, 62 overall, but we'll see if he comes out in 2 years because he's only 17 years old, so that would be pretty cool there. But let me know, guys, what you think. If like I said, if you've been able to play the game at all yet. I know it comes out Friday. I'm recording this on Wednesday. Let me know of your thoughts. Like I said, I'm pretty happy with the gameplay. I like what they've done with the game. NHL ready. What the fuck? Who was that? This guy, Dustin Wolf. Probably not, but let's see. Hybrid goalie too. NHL ready. Yeah, he's going to be playing. A low starter, so that's not terrible. But like I was saying, I don't think it's bad. Does feel different than NHL 19, the gameplay, especially like one-timers, just because I played defense in the Be a Pro that I do and in the club that I play for. And I definitely feel like one-timers are a lot harder to pull off, and I also feel like this is going to be bringing back the year of the 1T. Or not the 1T, I feel like that's going away, but the cross creases are absolutely absurd. I'm a defenseman, and I sit there with my stick in the zone, and they won't do a saucer pass. It'll just be a plain pass right across the ground, goes right through my guy, nothing. Let's see, 5 years to develop, should come out as a 48 overall. 50 overall, pretty close. Medium top 9, though, not bad. But that's been a little bit frustrating. I hope they fix that. It was pretty good towards the end of last year in terms of if you get your guy in the right position and the puck goes right by him, he'll grab it. But it hasn't been the case so far this year. Like I said, I could be playing perfect defense right in the passing lane and the puck just goes right through my guy to their stick, easy tap in for the goal. So that's been really frustrating in some little bit of the gameplay that I've gotten to do. But other than that, I think the Chell challenges are pretty cool. It's going to force you to play a good bit if you want to get those special little things that they have, and I think it would be cool. The jersey that they have up for the first week is pretty nice, and the challenges, they're going to be a bit of a pain in the ass because you have to play Pro-Ams, which is super fucking annoying, but you pretty much in that, the best way to do it, score like 3 goals and then just take the puck with your player and just skate around so the clock burns and you don't have to sit through all those animations because it can take a long time if you're going to sit there and put up 10 to 15 goals every single game. Another crappy defenseman there, 60 overall. What was his age though? 60 overall is not terrible in the 6th round. Can I see it, please? Please. There we go. 60 overall, 18 years old. So that's not a bad pick. I would take that. I'll take that. Sim pick. Let's go ahead. Sim to the next user pick, and then I'm gonna call a timeout. And let's go through the draft a little bit. Let me just call my timeouts. How high can we get this to go? 7 minutes, 12 minutes. Let's see if we can crash the game. 17 minutes. 22 minutes. 27. Cool. So we got 27 minutes here to go through the draft. Don't think we're going to need all that time. Let's just see if I quickly go through. Are there any elite players? Medium backup, not a bad pick there. I'm trying to look at overalls too. I know someone will point out something that I missed in the comments. 62 overall. Sniper, not terrible, but he's an AHL potential. 66 overall. What's this guy's age? 20 years old, 20 years old. Yeah, so they lose those years on development. 69, though, is not bad. I would take this guy and then start him in the AHL. Faux show. Good strength on him. Anybody here? Trying not to miss anything. Nope, nobody in that round that was an elite or higher. There was just that one nice 69 overall player. McKinnon, Berzan, no. Elites. I'm going to mostly look for low top for the potential. Oh, there's an elite. So we have Neil Ortiz going to Detroit. Gloves left. That's cool. I don't think that was in. Maybe it was. I just don't remember. Gloves left. I'd have to check again in NHL 19 if that was in there, but that's cool. Low elite here, Kirill Jaskin. So they are there. They exist. You can load your team with low elites after about 4 or 5 years after scouting. Let's see, 62 overall there. Top 9, medium forward. What's his age? 18. Very nice pick. So cool little 5th round, couple players. Nothing too bad. Arlo starter, 67 overall too. That's pretty high for where we got him at 18 years old. So NHL ready, kind of close. I mean, he's like what, maybe two years away from possibly breaking in the NHL. I'd imagine like a 78 overall would be good enough. Another Zach Osgood, American goalie, I believe this guy was. Gloves left as well. What is our guy glove? Wolf, gloves left. Damn, I want that right glove. So let's see, couple elites so far. Nothing too crazy though. They were just low. Minor, Inez. Nothing crazy. Medium backup, 73 overall, 18 years old. Ooh, I would have liked to see this guy's numbers. Puck playing frequency, 98. So he's going to be out of the net a lot. Nothing else really too crazy there. That's a solid pick, though, for the 4th round, a 73 overall goalie. Round 3, did we have anything crazy? Medium starter, 50 overall. Just shows you how good that 73 overall pick was. Vandalist came out like a scrub. Nothing else too crazy here. Medium elite center. Ooh, Jose Couturier. No, not too crazy stats. 3rd round pick though, so that's pretty nice. He'll develop. He's probably like a 5-year guy. He won't be ready till anything else. Medium elite here. Bill O'Delline. Solid little guy there. Another nice pick. So you looks like after that, 3rd round starts tapering off a little bit, but I'm sure you'll still see it where there's some steals in that 7th round that you can grab. Connor McMichael, I'm a big fan of him. I hope he develops into a nice player, even though he's on the Caps. He just seems like a cool guy. Another medium elite goalie. So this first year is stacked with it. Too bad we don't have the ability to scout at all this first year or have any info on any of these players. Hunter Jones, I believe he looks pretty good. 66 overall, 18 years old, medium starter, so he's a nice pick. Who's this guy? Colton Ellis, 66 overall as well. Fringe starter, though. Not anything too special. So not bad. Not a bad first year. Hopefully, if you watch this video and you're doing your expansion draft, this can kind of help you if you're looking for a goalie. At least with Hunter Jones, he'd be a nice guy to grab just because he's not just a creative player, so he's got a face. So it makes it a little bit more connected for you there. But yeah, I hope you like this video, guys. Let's go ahead and make our last pick. We are up to almost a half hour. Holy shit. I'll go ahead and grab. Let's go ahead and sort. Probably end up taking that Nabokov guy. Yeah, it looks like he's going to be our best chance. Let's see. NHL ready. 4 years, 5 years, 5. So yeah, 4 years. Probably going to be the best that we're looking at there. Like I said, it's going to be interesting going forward, seeing how that works, because you're going to be able to definitely tell players overall if you have that scouted. And it's going to be interesting if you can scout just that when you're going through, because you really wouldn't need much else if you know that they're going to be NHL ready pretty quick. But I believe Nabokov was 4 years, so he should have a slightly higher overall. 58 overall, not bad. 7th defenseman, though, so nothing special. Let's go ahead. Sim options. Sim to the next round. That's going to be it. Who's Mr. Irrelevant? Lindros. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know of your experiences down in the comments below of what you've been thinking of this video, of the draft, what you're excited for. I only had 2 hours left, less than 2 hours, so I'm trying to rush through this as fast as I can, even though I spent a half hour on it. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think of the game, if you're going to buy it, initial thoughts, everything like that. Let's talk about it. Peace!